Well, it is Friday evening, and Gary and I are sitting down here at Leonard Park. Just been listening to some music and listening to the kids playing across the way here. Just seems like yesterday we had our kids down here playing. It was a lot smaller playground back then. Just a few swings and some things that we used to do down here. They don't have those anymore. They're kind of dangerous looking back on the things we had, and those big old tall metal slides. I don't know how we did that without burning our little legs up. But not only we had our kids down here, but then, oh my God, I don't know how many birthday parties we've had down this park. Family reunions under the pavilion. And then we had our grandkids down here. Now our oldest grandchild is 25 years old. Can you believe that? Gary, Madison's 25. Oh my goodness.
Got her own car.
Yep. She's working as a nurse down in Baylor Hospital down in Dallas, and we're just so blessed. But it just seems like yesterday that we were parents and then grandparents, and could be great grandparents before we know it. Those are just some of the great blessings in life. But to be able to sit here and think about over the years things that happened in this park. I remember right in this new little pavilion over here, we had a praise night one time with the church, and we just sit out here with guitars and just sang. Yep, guitars, and sang, and just let that music float across these trees. Some of these trees are ancient, but I see they've got a lot of new ones here too. But that's what the generations is about. And I hope that our life is not, the things that we've done in our life are not going to end with us, but that we have planted seeds and things that are going to be generational. I had lunch with some friends today, and we were talking about a board that we're a part of, a committee, and and how we don't want this to end when we end. We want to be able to establish things that's going to continue. People today get so involved in the now that we can just become survivalists today, just surviving without remembering. I believe it, I don't know if I'm going to quote it exactly right, but I believe it's in Proverbs. It talks about that it's a wise person that leaves a inheritance for their children's children. Not just their children, but their children's children. So in other words, can you get what you've got? You give it to your kids, they get it, they inherit things, but are they going to be able to take care of it and multiply to the point that when they pass, it's going down to their kids? So it's that 1, 2, 3 generation. If you can get it through that second generation, then the multiplication can start. But there's many family businesses that parents work hard. They make a business and they hand it off to their kids, but maybe they were so busy giving their kids what they didn't have that they didn't really teach their kids how to take what they were giving them and to multiply it themselves. In fact, they can waste it. Many businesses stop, family businesses stop with that second generation. They just never, they don't appreciate it, or they're not able to keep it up, and then it just fades away, or they sell it. But it's a person that's wise, a person that has really got and has some understanding, and that's success to me. When you can leave it, not just give something to somebody, but can you give something to somebody that they can multiply and be able to hand it off? Then you live on. I'm reminded of Jesus sitting around the table, what we call the Last Supper in the 17th chapter of John. And he starts off with his disciples, telling them what he's given them. He's leaving them. He's praying. It's a prayer. The whole thing is, he's talking to the Father about what he's handing off now. I call it the great handoff to these 12 disciples. Well, there's 11 at that point he was handing off to. He said, I'm not praying for the whole world right now. He said, I'm praying for y'all. It was very personal. And he was talking to the Father. I pray that, that they have what we have, that unity. But then he goes a little further down. He says, now I'm going to pray for those that's going to hear you. That's the rest of the world. He didn't just stop with those 11. I'm giving it to you first, but I'm praying that what I'm giving you, that now you're going to go and reach the rest of the world. Jesus only didn't reach that many people in those 3.5 years that he ministered. And he said, only those that the Father give me are going to come to me. Only those are going to be my disciples at this point. They're going to walk with him physically. But after the cross, I love it. After the cross, he said before he went, he said, if I be lifted up, speaking of the death he was going to die, he said, I will draw all men into myself. I don't have to have Father give me certain ones for a certain time. Now I'm going to draw all men. Everybody has that opportunity. So he tells his disciples, and now I'm not just praying for you, but I'm praying for what I've given you, that you're going to be able to give it to others. And then they did they not? Those men turned the world upside down, and we're still reaping that today. We're reaping today. I want people, generations from me, if the world lasts, that they're going to be able to take some things that Gary and I have been able to give them, and it'll still be those seeds, and a little bit of us will still be in this world. And who knows what stories in this little Leonard Park, one of the most beautiful little parks around, and we have our own zoo. It's amazing what Gainesville has. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So we're blessed to be sitting out here tonight. We didn't have anything else to do, but here we are. So we're talking to you. Been jamming to some music, but it's all lots of fun. God bless you.